Doctor Curt Connors, better known as the Lizard, is a geneticist who yearned to regrow his missing right arm. It became an obsession, and through tireless research, he was able to develop a lizard-based serum and used himself as a test subject. Miraculously, he was able to regenerate his arm, but it also brought upon a mutation that transformed him into a giant lizard hybrid. With the new body came immense strength, agility, and speed on par with many mid-tier superheroes that populated New York. But he also retained his brilliant scientific mind, which he used to mass-produce the serum to also turn the entire world population into strong, alluring lizards. What began as a selfish endeavor to regain a lost limb turned into an altruistic sense of duty to share his gift with his fellow human beings. But of course, Spider-Man had to come along and put an end to his grand ambition. Spider-Man, being a superhuman himself, couldn't bear the thought of others possessing similar extraordinary gifts. No, he has to stand out all on his own. He may claim to be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but he doesn't possess any real sense of community. No, not like Doc Connors. Now, he was a lizard man who truly thought of his fellow neighbors. Imagine being super ripped anthropomorphic lizard who could scale buildings and chomp whole roasted turkeys in one bite. Sure, we might become a tad more aggressive due to this transformation, but any damage to ourselves would be mostly inconsequential. For example, if we happen to lose any limbs due to scuffles or accidents, we can just grow them back. We could afford to be a bit more reckless with our lives and also help those with physical handicaps gain back all mobility. And that's not all. People who work in dangerous sectors could lose a limb or two and not have to worry about whether or not they could put food on the table and take care of their families. The sports world would be able to use the added physical attributes to put together a more exciting product. In places with no universal healthcare, we can drive down the cost of our insurance now that we're all super lizards. This could have been a win for humanity. All the upsides of becoming lizard hybrids outweigh whatever drawbacks you could imagine in such a scenario. Hell, we could have also taken winters off to hibernate and not be forced to work all year long. But no, Spider-Man can't have that. He didn't even ask us if we wanted to become hot lizard hybrids and decided all on his own that we can't and shouldn't. He claims to fight for the little guys, but he's taken away our voice. Honestly, Spider-Man is the real menace. Not only did he thwart Dr. Connors' efforts, but he also tarnished his reputation and turned him into a common criminal. He made it sound as if lizard mutation was dangerous, even though he too is a product of mutation. Our lizard messiah had to witness his name being dragged through the mud by this Spider Judas, knowing that while he may be able to regenerate his limbs, he cannot regenerate his public image.
Spider-Man with his hand in a cookie jar.
I'm a tiny glory hole, and this has been another episode of Exclusive Expose. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more factual exclusive exposés. Have a wonderful, exclusive day.